It's okay to say no. Yes, it is very, very okay to say, no, I can't be this child's godmother. Or, yes, I can be this child's godmother or a godfather. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, we'll be talking about godmotherism or godfatherism. I'll be talking about what it means to be a godmother or a godfather. What you should consider before you assign the assignment of a godmotherism or godfatherism post to someone towards your child, and what you should also consider before you accept being a godmother or a godfather to someone's child. And lastly, I'll be talking about what you as a mom or as a father should do to ensure that the person you gave that post of being a godmother or a godfather is actually doing his or her duty towards your child. Please watch this video to the end. I promise you will enjoy it, and I also know that you will learn something from it. I also think I'll be sharing my own experience with my godparents. I was born in Anglican Church. I was baptized in Anglican Church, in as much as I later left Anglican to join Assemblies of God Church until I got married. And when I got married, I went back to Anglican Church because my husband is an Anglican. Now, let's dive straight into the video. What does it mean to be a godmother? I never knew what it means to be a godmother before now, and I believe that most people don't understand what it means to be a godmother. I got to realize what it means to be a godmother on the day of my confirmation. Like I told you guys, I was born in Anglican Church. I have 2 godmothers and 1 godfather. But I never knew what their duty was in my life because I never even saw them doing those things. Now, when I was about to get married, they were saying that I have to, they were asking me if I've been confirmed. I was like, no, I was just born in Anglican Church. I was baptized and I left Anglican to Assemblies when I was still young. That would be in another video. I will tell you guys why I left Anglican to join Assemblies. But as God may have it, when I was getting married, it happens that my husband happens to be an Anglican. So I came back to my mother church. Now, I never knew what it means to be a godmother because I never experienced it. So I was thinking that what they were doing was the duty of a godmother, but I never knew it wasn't. Now, on the day of my confirmation, the bishop, Okigwe South, Okigwe whatever bishop, was now teaching about what it means to be a godmother. That was I was shocked to hear that for the first time. I never knew about it because I didn't see my godparents doing that thing towards me. All thanks to God for our parents, all thanks to God that trains. It's God that trains. But if you are assigned or if you are given a post of a godmother, you have assignments to do. Now, what does it mean to be a godmother? Being a godmother means that the parents of that child have entrusted the life of that child in you, and they are saying, lead this child to Christ for us. In as much as a mother or as a father, you play your own roles, but you are ensuring this life, as in you are entrusting the life of your child in this person's hand. It simply means, after me, you are the mother of this child. I am the biological mother of this child, but you are the second mother of this child. That is why it's called a God child. This is a child that Christendom gave to you. And what is your duty? Your duty is to lead this child to Christ. Your duty is to monitor. Let me tell you, before you take someone as a child, you should consider most things, because these things I'm listing, they are your assignment as a godmother. You are to lead this child to Christ. You are to monitor this child and take this child as your own. Whatever thing you are doing for a biological child, you should at least do 80% of it to your God child. Yes, in Anglican, we have 2 godmothers and 1 godfather. Like me, I have 2 godmothers and 1 godfather. But I think they never understood their jobs. Sorry to say this, I'm here to say to educate people, because I've come to realize most times I see people saying, hey, I have 20 godchildren, I have 10 godchildren. I will be like, wow, do you really know them all? Most times their godchildren will cross them and they will not even realize that they just walk past their godchild or their godson or goddaughter or their godchildren. Because of what? We are just accepting duties that we cannot carry out. So in this video, I want to make sure that you understand what it means to be a godmother. Like I said, your duty is to lead this child to Christ. Your duty is to make sure that this child follows the right way. Your duty is to make sure that whenever you see this child or wherever this child comes out, people will be proud of the child. That is what it means to be a godmother or a godfather. It's not about answering, oh my godmother, oh my godfather. The thing is, are you ready to put in the work, which is just what I listed? This is a child that Christendom has given to you, and your duty is to lead this child to Christ. Make sure that this child is living a way that will please God. Make sure that this child will be a child that will be useful to the God, to the society, and to the parents at large. That is what it means to be a godmother. Secondly, I want to talk about what you as a parent should consider before assigning a godmother duty to someone towards your child. And what is that you need to consider? The most important thing you need to consider is this person's character. You have to look at the person, study the person before you assign a duty of godmother or godfather to your child. You should know the life of this person. Is this person worthy of emulation? Because you are trying to say, I want my child to be like you. You have to consider the person's lifestyle. You have to consider, if your child should behave like this woman, will you appreciate it? If your child should behave like this man, will you as the mother appreciate it? It's not about this person is your friend. It's not about friendship. It's not about the relationship you have with the person. It's about your child. You have to be intentional of whom you assign this post to. Personally, I'm intentional about my children's godparent. If you don't want it, no matter how close we are, if you don't want it, you don't want it. That is just it. So you shouldn't just consider, because we are friends, because of the relationship I have with this person, let me just give the post to the person. No. You should consider if this person is worthy of emulation. Will you want your child to emulate? Will you want this person to be a role model? Because the godparents of your child should be their role model. This is someone that your child should be looking up to. So consider this. It's not about your friendship with the person. Consider if your child is safe in the person's hands. Consider if this person is someone that can transfer good morals to your child. It's not about the friendship. This is what you should consider. Can this person lead my child to Christ? Can this person give my child good conduct and morals? Can this person, if my child should grow up in future and behaves like this person, will I be happy? This is a question you have to ask yourself and answer it genuinely before assigning a godmotherism or a godfatherism post for your child. Before you give this assignment to someone, you should ask yourself these questions. And if the question is yes, this person can do it for my child, then go ahead and tell the person to be your child's godmother or your child's godfather. The third point I'll be talking about is what you should consider before accepting the post of a godmother or a godfather towards a child. And note this, it is okay to say no. Yes, it is very, very okay to say, no, I can't be this child's godmother. Or, yes, I can be this child's godmother or godfather. These are the things that you need to consider. Number one is, are you ready to take this child like your own child? Are you ready to take this particular child as your own child? If the answer is yes, then go ahead and accept it. Number two is this. Are you yourself, because you alone can tell yourself the truth. You alone can tell yourself the truth. You look at yourself. The life I am living, my kind of person, will I want this child to be like me? If the answer is no, don't accept. If the answer is yes, then accept. And thirdly, ask yourself, because before you ask yourself this question, you have to understand it. Do I really understand what it means to be a godmother? Ask yourself this question. If you are ready, or if you understand what it means to be a godmother, and the answer is yes, accept it. And fourth question you should ask yourself: am I ready to walk with this child throughout the days of his or her life? Am I ready to mentor this child? Am I ready to carry this child along until you are no longer in existence? If the answer is yes, then go ahead. If the answer is no, then forget about it. You don't even have to consider, oh, this person will feel bad if I should say no. No, it is good to say no, because if you understand the assignment, I personally, if you call me to, maybe someone should call me and say, Kamsi, I want you to be my child's godmother, I have to ask myself these questions. If the answers are no, I'll tell you, say, babe, please, I can't do it. I understand what it means to be a godmother, and I can't do this part. Please, I wouldn't want you to be disappointed in me, or I wouldn't want Christ to hold me responsible of this child, because definitely God is going to hold you responsible of that child. Yes, because the thing is, you are going to church to accept, because they will ask you, are you ready to do this, to do that? They'll list all those things I've said, to walk her through Christ, to do this with her, to do this with him, and you will say yes. That is acceptance. That is a covenant you've entered. So if you know you cannot do all those things, it's better you just back off and say, no, I can't do it. Another thing you should also consider is, how many God's children do you want to have in life? Like I said, so many people, they will tell you, I have 30 God children, I have 20 God children, see, if it's one that you can have and take care of that one, just accept one. It's not about the numbers. Then if you can carry it, if you can do it like 5, 10, 20, 30, any amount that you can, just go ahead. But just know that you have to consider these things that I've just listed, because this child is your responsibility. If anything should happen to this child, after God must have held the parents responsible, you are the next person God will hold responsible, because you accepted to lead this child towards Christ. Just know this. Consider it before you say, yes, I accept to be this person's godmother or a godfather. The last point I'll be saying, or I'll be talking about, is what you as the parent of the child, the biological parent or the biological mother, because see, let me tell you, this godmotherism or godfatherism, personally, I think, Nami go carry am for head. I don't know about my husband, but Nami go carry am for head. So what you should ensure, if the godparents of your child is doing their duty, what should you do to ensure if they are doing their duty? Number one, you always have to question the child. Baby, when was the last time you spoke with your godmother? Nna, when was the last time what kind of things are your godmother, as in, is your godmother or are your godparents educating you on? Can I know your conversations with your godparents? Because some godmothers, they don't understand their duty. Most of them, while growing personally, I'll talk about myself because I experienced this. My godparents, most times if they see me, hey Ada, Kekime, because most people, they know me as Ada in my village. Once you're the first daughter, they will always call you Ada. Ada, Kekime, school one, and Agokwa, Jishike, they will give you money, maybe 500 naira, 1,000, until maybe after a year. When you see that, they'll call you, hey, Kekime. My godparents don't even know, they don't have my number up till today. They never had my number up till today. My mother never called me and said, my baptism no get you. The only thing we hear on my baptism is that's all. Once they see me, Christmas periods, they will give. The ones I come to their house, that one is small, they will give me food to eat. But that is not what it means to be a godmother. So you as a parent, you should, if you see that your godmother is not doing that duty, call the person. I entrusted this girl or this boy to you to be the godmother, what are you doing? You are not calling your godson. Or if your godson, if your child is doing anything, you'll be like, I will report you to. See, your godmother should be someone that if you hear that they will report you to your godmother, you just respect yourself. That is just the truth. Personally, my children, once they are at the age of having a phone, once they get a phone, I will just, that day, after saving my numbers, everything, I will just carry their number and send to their godparents. See, your child now has a phone. See, your child now has a number. Call your child. Know how your child is doing. If I notice that you are not doing it, I must always call you. What are you doing? Do you know this is your child? See, I cannot come and tell you today you are my child's godmother. Tomorrow you will say you are no longer. No, you must be the God, because you've assigned, you've accepted in the altar that you will lead this child to Christ. You accepted. So for you not to do your duty, or you feel that you don't want to do it, you have to go to the altar and denounce it. It's like a covenant, yes. You have to go to the altar and denounce it, that you're no longer interested, or that you never understood what it means to be a godmother. So I am making this video for you to know what it means to be a godmother. What you should consider before you accept the post of being a godmother or a godfather to someone's child. My godfather once told me one day when we came back for Christmas period, because he happens to be my uncle. The only word that my godfather told me, he was like, Ada, how is school? See, any level you want to go to in school, I will make sure that you go to that level. I will do this, I will do that. But my godfather never for one day had my phone number. May his soul rest in peace. But he never for one day called me to know, as in to give me morals, to educate me about what life is all about. That is their duty. My godmother is the same thing. Like I said, it's only when they see me. Most times I go to the market, I'll go to greet my godmother. She will not start asking me, how are you doing? School, Kwano, and they make Jisike. Oh, Jisike. The other one, he's my mother's co-wife. Anytime, the thing is that I must eat. Anytime I go there, she must look for something to give me to eat. But there is more to it. It's not about giving the person food. It's not about buying biscuits. It's not about giving money. It's not about giving gift. Like, see, on your wedding day, your godmother is supposed to be there and bless you. After your mom must have blessed you, your godmother and your godfather should be there and bless you. On whatever thing you are doing, on your big days, they should be there, because they are your second parents. So this video, I have a lot of things to say, but I wouldn't want it to be so long, because I know that already it's getting long and I don't want to be making so long videos. But I just want to educate you. Please, I know it's long, but just get the lesson I'm passing through. I want us to understand. Let us change this narration. Let us change this idea of just answering a godmother and just staying back. Let us put it into practice. I can remember my friend in the year 2018 when I was traveling. She wanted me to be her son's godmother, but unfortunately she's Catholic, I'm Anglican. There's no way I can be, according to what they say. Me, I don't even know the law. I rejoined Anglican when I got married. So when she realized that it's not possible for me to be the child's godmother, when I was traveling, she wrote me a message that put me into tears. She said, you are leaving, but I know, because I was on my way to the airport. I can't forget, I was going to Enugu airport to take off from there. She said, you are leaving us, but I know that you will come back to meet us in life. She then said, if I see that message, if it's still on my phone, I will insert it. She then said, just bear this in mind, that the child I am bearing, you are his second mom. When I read that message, tears dropped down my chin. I was like, this person is assigning a role to me, even if I'm not going to be the godmother, but she has made me understand that I'm going to be, that I am the second. She said, forget about the godmother or whatever, but just know that this person is your son. You are the godmother. If I'm alive or if I'm not alive, just know that this is your son. And that day, from the depth of my heart, I accepted. Today, whenever we talk, I ask her, where is this son? Where is my son? I asked her about my son's academic whatever, I will try to know what's up. Is he improving? I always call, Junior, come here. Where are you? What? I want to know. And God help me. I'm going to be in this child's life. I'm not the real godmother, but the mother entrusted the life for the child. The child was still in the tummy, and the life and the mother assigned this child to me. What am I supposed to do? Do the necessary things that I'm supposed to do. So it's not about giving money. It's not about buying them food. It's about you being in their life. It's about you being in their life. So thank you all for watching. If you have anything to say, please drop it in the comment section. If you watch up to this moment, thank you so much. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe and join the family. I love you all and I appreciate you all for this. This has been a burden in my heart to share, and I'm happy that I'm sharing this to you all. I hope you learned one or two from it. God bless you all for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. For now, ciao.